etc. So it's been a great pleasure working with Julian and the team, bringing you the Cambridgeshire Community Lottery. As mentioned, today is more of a how-to guide of how to use your dashboard and go through any questions that you might have regarding the lottery. So I'll go through things, and like I say, we'll do some questions at the end. Obviously, I'll share my screen now so everyone can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully everyone can see that. Okay. Yeah, good. Thanks, Jim. So, as you might be aware, we've built a platform, this website, where causes can come, similar to like yourselves, come and register to take part in this, but then also for you as an organisation to sell tickets to raise unrestricted funding for your specific cause. Now, with this, you will then be granted a website page, a web page. So like Fund for Cambridgeshire is here, where you can have your own bios, etc. in there, details about your cause specifically, and then, and I'm just moving things around here, sorry. And I'll go into a bit more detail at the back end of what you can do to change all of these things. The other thing to point out is when you do register, as a lot of you have done already, which is great to see, your logos have been inputted and uploaded onto there, and it comes onto this platform here. If you haven't been able to upload your logo at the moment, then, or you don't have one at the time when you registered, you can still upload it, and I'll again go through that process as well. Now, if not, you obviously see the navy blue colour and the white text. Just whilst I'm on there, it does rotate. So Bar Hill Community Association will not be sitting at the top at all times. It just rotates randomly. So it's a right mix as such. Okay. But taking you to your cause page, so obviously you have your login, you go through your account, etc., and it'll bring you to a page like this, for example. So this is what we call your dashboard. And in your dashboard, you can see things that other people can't see, from your ticket sales, your supporters, etc. So let me just take you briefly through the home page on your dashboard. There's a couple of key buttons, and we'll go through these shortly. Your edit page button, you can view your page as well, so obviously you can see what that page looks like, but also if you've got any important notes that you wish to add. So there might be a case of internal communication that you wish to have with a colleague, that you might be putting campaigns, or I've sent out so-and-so emails on so-and-so date, and you can add notes in there to keep a track of everything. Also, you are in the super draw prize. So just coming back to that, on the home page, and also you'll receive notification, as well as your players, various touch points throughout the month, that there is a super draw prize. Now, this is a guaranteed prize. Obviously, the lottery itself is not guaranteed. The lottery is obviously a chance, and it has to be, all of those 6 digits have to be in sync. Whereas the super draw prize is something that we provide. It's no additional cost to anyone. So with that, there's a guaranteed winner. However, it's across all of our other lotteries as well. So it's not just for the Cambridgeshire lottery, just to make you aware. Okay, but with that, you'll have this sort of share your lottery button where you can share your super draw prize. Now, we do see the super draw prize being really engaged with our supporters, and in future your supporters as well there. So it's a really good tool to use, and again, I'll be able to show you where you can go to the marketing hub and get more information regarding that. And then it comes down and gives you sort of a breakdown of what funds you've raised so far this year, what currently your ticket count is, and what you're projected to raise for the rest of the year. And then you have a little graph on that as well. So obviously, you know, you can sort of start to predict things, but again, obviously you can't really predict what's going to happen in October right now. But just to share some insights with you, we find majority of our supporters overall sign up via a direct debit payment system, and then with that, they would stay with the cause on average for over 3 years. So, and that number's ever growing as our lotteries get older as well. So the investment and time you spend right now will yield you results for the coming years. So it's really beneficial for you to then go, right, okay, I need to spend 15 minutes a week on the lottery just to spread the word. But again, we'll come on to a little bit more about that shortly. And then down here, you've got certain badges that you can get. Again, you can share with your supporters. You know, you've raised for the fund so far, they've raised £150. Yeah, they've also reached 10 supporters. So again, milestones, key milestones that you've reached. And then need help or add an administrator. So regarding the need help, you've got contacts at the bottom here, this phone number and this email. That goes through to the support team, and they'll also answer it. Cambridge Community Lottery, Cambridgeshire, sorry, Community Lottery. So it's all very specific to your lottery. And if you have any individuals that aren't able to use computers and don't want to do anything digitally, electronically, then they can sign up via this contact telephone number here as well. If any of your supporters have any questions that you are unsure of answering, then feel free to point them to the email address here, or again, the contact telephone number, and we can help with that. And that goes for yourself as admins as well as the causes. If you have any questions, you don't have to go to Julia and the team there. You can come directly to us and we can answer any questions in regards to the lottery on their behalf. And then add an administrator. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You don't have to be the sole individual that has access to this. You might wish to only be the person to have access, but that's up to you, and you can manage that access through that button there. Now, just coming on to the next tab here, supporters, this will give you a list, and I won't show it to you because obviously it's GDPR purposes, but what this will do is it will give you a list of all the names of people. It will give you an Excel spreadsheet that you can actually extract from the platform. And then what I can do is there you go. And then what you can do is, so hopefully you can see the bottom of my screen here. You can press this download button and that will extract that information. But what you'll also see on this page is what the names of the individuals, their email addresses, and also their ticket count. Now, we always suggest, like, if you've got individuals that are supporting you with 5, 10, 15 tickets, then it might be worthwhile just reaching out to those. Or if you're starting off and you're getting a few come through, again, reaching out to them to say thank you. They get a confirmation email, but they don't get an email from you as a cause to say, we appreciate your support, thank you very much. And that might be something that you wish to do. More for the higher ticket end individuals. Now, whilst I'm talking about the higher ticket end, just for the gambling mitigation side of things, there is a cap of 20 tickets on here. Well, if someone buys more than 20 tickets, our team will speak to them to make sure they're comfortable spending that money. It might be someone with a syndicate. It might be someone that is able to spend that money on a weekly lottery. Then coming over to the marketing hub here, this is where you'll be able to find your resources in regards to your marketing campaigns, which are all provided from the platform itself. So obviously I mentioned the super draw. You've got a refer a friend campaign as well. So basically what that means is that there's a draw that we do at Gatherwell. Again, no additional cost of I think it's an Amazon £200 voucher. So what you can do is you can ask those supporters that have registered with you to refer their friends and family members, etc., and they'll be issued with a code. That link, etc., that they share them with their friends and family will then populate into the platform, and if people buy tickets, they'll then go into that draw once a month there. The super draw, as mentioned, we're doing the 2,000 trees or the £2,000 cash giveaway. So you've got collateral in there that you can download certain assets. You've got different options. So the JPEG is more of a, say, square image, i.e. Instagram. That's probably where you would use it. There wouldn't be any text, well, apart from the super draw. What you're seeing here is what it would be. And And then the Facebook page again would be an image, an X, another image for Twitter previously. And then you have your digital and your printable leaflets. Now, your digital leaflets are really handy because what they do is they give you what you need in regards to the information. You can download it over here in the right hand corner, and then you can send it out. So if you've got things like newsletters or certain guerrilla marketing campaigns that you can run, or even if there's your website, social media, etc., you can do this because what this does then here, the buy tickets button is interactive. So through that then generates, and all of the marketing material will only point to your specific page. So you won't be advertising the Cambridgeshire Community Lottery as a whole. You'll be advertising your specific web page that is about your cause. Okay. Then you've also got the printable leaflets in here, which is more of a QR code, because the QR code is obviously it's printable, so you can't actually tap on it. We don't live in that world just yet. But that will again take people specifically to your web page. Okay. Now the QR code is also available because you might want to do your own marketing, etc. In the generic breakdown here as well. So you can break this all down, and there's your QR code. And then also there's other assets that you might wish to use about various different winners. If you have, obviously, if you have any winners, and I'll show you where you can find those, then it's certainly worth reaching out to them and getting some PR quotes from them, etc. Now, you've also got your lottery launch. Depending on where you are, if you started from the beginning, you might have met, the more the super draw prizes might be a bit more of a better marketing angle than what the lottery launch is. But if you've only just recently started, then again, this can be something, or even if you haven't spread the word just yet, you could start here and then work on to the super draw prize. But again, the digital leaflets there, you can see that the logo for the lottery is on that page. You've also got the cause. So the Cambridgeshire Community Foundation Fund for Cambridgeshire is there. I will add though, it's good practice. It's not, we would always advise that you try and use the 18 plus and gamble aware element if you are doing your own leaflets and things like that. Okay. And if you need any additional help, or anything at all in regards to you sort of want to bounce some ideas off someone in regards to some marketing campaigns, etc. Again, please do reach out to us because we are, would be very happy to assist in any way we can with and discuss, potential options on how you can do that. Before I move on, is there any questions in regards to the Marketing Hub and downloading your assets? Silence is golden, as they say. But maybe something might come later. That's fine. But hopefully, I've covered everything there. And then on the right hand side, you've got the menu. Now, the menu gives you various different pointers. You've got a starting point element, and we've discussed a few of these already. Marketing materials, how to promote your lottery page. But the one thing that we haven't talked about is editing your page. Okay, so personalizing your lottery page. Now this is really key. If you're reaching out to your supporters, the supporters need to know why. Why am I going to support this cause? So coming into your cause details, in here you can change all of this information. You can change your ticket targets, you can change your bio in here. So again, you can also put your link to your own website as well, which we would encourage you to do. There is obviously a standardized bio that goes in there, but it's very, very brief and very widespread, encompassing of causes in general. But we would always like to encourage you to put your own stamp on it, should we say. The other thing as well is when you edit these changes, they'll come through again to our support team. So it won't automatically be uploaded and changed. It will come through to our support team just to double check that, you know, if you upload your logo as well. So in here, you can upload your logo, edit, and upload cause logo in here as well for those that haven't done it yet. Just double check, make sure nothing's been ticked there. Good. So nothing's been changed on there, but basically you'll get a message here that the request has gone to the support team. The support team take 24 to 48 hours to approve that. They'll check it over, make sure everything's legit and everything's fine. But also just be mindful, if you change it on a Friday afternoon, it might not get visited until Monday afternoon, for example. Okay. The other thing that you've got here is supporters that we've gone through. The marketing hub we've also done, and update your cause, which is the page we've just done. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, your winners. So you'll be able to see who has gone in and who has won, etc. But you can also see that someone has donated some money there. I won't stay on that because, again, of names and stuff. But what they're on the right hand side of that list, the Cambridgeshire Fund had a £25 cash winner, which is great to see, and they also donated that money, all of it, back to the cause themselves. So again, watch out for that, because if that does happen, it's an amazing opportunity to reach out to that person and also say a big thank you. With the jackpot being £25,000 weekly, and that can be won by multiple people. So if there was 2 people to win, it could be 50 grand that we pay out to those winners. So it's always 25 grand each, and it's not shared. The point I was coming to is that we've had one £25,000 winner actually share it with a cause. They've been obviously in a very fortunate position to be able to do that. But what we tend to find is, as the nominations become lower, like the £25, we tend to see that more often of donations. So again, that's another way that you can obviously raise additional funds through people winning and then donating. But you can export all your data that excuse me, again, you might do something, it might be quarterly, it might be monthly, it might be, you know, you celebrate your winners, because the other good thing that your supporters will like to know is that people do win, and that's great to see for them to then go, okay, it might encourage them to play because people are actually winning money through this lottery. And we're seeing that already with the Cambridge Community Lottery. We've had numerous winners, cash winners already. And then payments. So the other payments tab is, you'll be able to view and break down how much money you've raised and how much you've been paid, and then view that via the marketing as well. There, and download those reports. Is there any questions in regards to anything that I've gone through so far? No? Good. So coming on to the marketing element of things. So obviously I've taken you through the dashboard. I've shown you where your resources are in regards to your assets of your marketing hub. But what you can also do is, on your home page, so if you go play, and we go center 3. So again, this is a different cause that's at the top of the list there. On your home page, you don't even have to access the back office at all. You can share your page directly, and also your other supporters can do that as well. So share your page, and you can share it via Facebook, Twitter or X, and WhatsApp. Now, just to provide you with some data, we tend to find Facebook is the best source to spread the word. Facebook is our biggest driver regarding ticket sales. However, closely followed by WhatsApp. So as you might be, as I am, in plenty of groups, friends, family, and various other things, then it might be a good thing that you can get WhatsApp on your screen as well, on your desktop. Or again, you can always access this via your mobile from your smartphone, and then you be able to copy going into your shared page, you can go into your WhatsApp and then just copy the link onto a message. You can also just come to the URL and just copy and paste the URL into a message, and it will actually naturally just and I'll show this. This is Facebook. Let's go here. So this one, let's go. So copy and paste Facebook. He says. In here, and then it will pull through naturally an asset from normally the super draw prize. So as you can see, that's pulled that through. So it gives you a nice image, which is interactive for those on the social media on Facebook. So that will work through that way as well. Now, as I was saying, sharing the information and details of what's best to do. Some of you might have emails, addresses of people, might be WhatsApp groups, text messages, social media. It's about informing people of what you're trying to achieve. Some of you, it might be new to you about fundraising, but some of you might have some experience already. And with that, it's about sharing what you're trying to achieve, and then also communicating with that with the members, with the players and the supporters of when those achievements have met. Because what we tend to find is that, and what we get from our surveys, from surveying our supporters, is that they like to know where the money's gone, because it's just a nicety to go, oh, okay, the new community hall's got a new roof and the lottery contributed to that. Well, that's something that you've contributed to, and it's nice to know that. So that keeps them engaged as well. Any questions? Julia, do you have anything to add?
No, that's all perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
So, that's all right, Kaylee. We've recorded the session, so that will be shared out as well. I don't know when, at some point in the next week, probably through Julia's team, and then you'll be able to see the start of it. But the key thing is shout and share. If you don't shout and share, you aren't going to get people to know about your lottery page. So that's our encouragement. No, you don't need to get any prior approval from Facebook. Good question, Sarah. No, that's fine. Again, good practice is always to add the 18 plus and the Gamble Aware logo if you can. It's not a necessity. A lot of our causes just copy the URL link and put in a little bit of like 2 or 3 lines, and then they can do it. Anything else? Well, I wish you all the very best and good luck with it. Again, we're here. You've got the contact telephone number. You've got the email address as well. That will come through to the team, and we'll be more than happy to help. And again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but shout and share. That is the key thing to drive your ticket sales. It doesn't matter if you think you've only got 5 or 6 supporters in your list. It's about encouraging them to then share that messaging that what you're looking to achieve as well. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time today. And good luck.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you for everyone for joining today. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.